Everybody, this is Maksud Mohyuddin, your classmate at Educational Technology class. For my class project, I'm building a cross-platform mobile application in Android and iOS platform to help preschool kids learn about geography. For my intermediate milestone, I have built a low-fidelity prototype with working screen in emulators in Android as well as iOS platform. For this demo video, I will show you guys what have I built so far and get some feedback from you. What do you think what I have so far and possibly some improvement. First, I'll show you the iOS app I have built so far. So this is the home screen of the iOS platform using an emulator. So when you launch the app, it uses geolocation to locate where the mobile phone currently is and display what state you are in. So it uses some logic to figure out based on the longitude and latitude that you are in this state. Like for example, this is in California. Since we are using emulator, it always be California. But if you're using the app, when we deploy this app in an app store, and it will actually pick up the correct state based on that, based on the longitude and latitude. Now, once the app has been loaded, there is some setting information here, which I just kept it for now, but we can, so like this way, if for privacy reason, parents don't want to track the mobile location, they can actually disable the geolocation so you won't pick up the current location. But my plan is to have some kind of randomly pick a state when if they want to color a specific state. So the idea behind the app is you color a state. Like as a preschool student, I know they like coloring. I have a 2-year-old son, and he likes to color. He has a bunch of different mobile app which help him color. So here the idea is you color a state, and then that give you some information about the state. So hopefully they'll capture some geographic information about that state he's in. So geolocation is kind of making more friendly, more as some gamification of that, right? So if you're visiting a state, so you can mark that, hey, I have visited California, or I have visited Alaska or Hawaii, whatever the state that is. But if they want to disable, they can disable it that way. The app will randomly give you a state and kind of like it still have the gamification part of it. So for now, I'm using geolocation since I haven't disabled it. So once the app has been loaded, it will show you what state you are in, and then you can choose to color that state. So when you color the state, you will show a map of California. So this is another educational perspective of it. So you kind of learn about different shape of map of different state. So here, the final product will have a drawing capabilities built into the screen so that the preschool kid can draw in it. And I know that they like to draw. So when they draw it, and that way I'll make sure that that has been saved somewhere, but I haven't decided whether I'm going to save the information or not, or they can draw it anytime they want. And then they can go to this kind of like a trophy where it will track which state they visited or already have drawn. So for example, in this case, the app automatically keep track of that he visited California since the geolocation has picked up California, and then it displays some information about like geographic information about California, the capital, nickname, the state flower, state bird, the bordering state of California, the highest point in California. And this can be shared by the parents just as a conversation piece, or just the kid can visit depending on how old is the kids. If it's like a 9 years old kid, they can probably read this by themselves. Or they can just visit if they want a specific information about a different state. They can just go visit. It will also give, since they haven't visited this, it will be not disabled. So that's the bulk of the app currently being built. So it's a pretty simple app, but I think I believe this will help. So please give me more feedback, whatever you guys think, what I can improve. And I'll quickly show the Android part of it too. So it's basically the same app in Android as well. I am building this app using Ionic Cordova Angular framework. Basically, I write some JavaScript code, and it actually using Apache Cordova. I can deploy the code in iOS and Android platform. So this is the same experience. As you can see, I wrote same piece of code which can be deployed in iOS, which is kind of nice. So it's basically working as the same way. So thank you very much for your time, and please do leave some feedback. I'll really appreciate it. I will give you some class participation token for this, possibly 2. And thank you. Appreciate it.